Welcome back to Hull.TV as the Robins retake the field for the start of the second half here at the Halliwell Jones Stadium, round 8 of the first Utility Super League, and it's good news at half-time. The Robins have that slender advantage, 6 points to 0. The Michael Wayman try on 35 minutes, converted by Travis Burns. No response from the home side, but two worrying injuries for the Robins, to Adam Walker and to Jason Neverton. What will the second half bring? It's all about to unfold here. It will be the Wolves to kick off, Rovers attacking from right to left. Can the Robins secure what would be a massive 2 points in their league campaign? So Ratchford gets us back underway. Angled kick, underneath it for the Robins was Adi Gardner, and once again it's James Green who's asked to carry the fight to the Wolves forwards. He's trapped only 10 metres from his own line, but a quick scoot from Josh Hodgson got Rovers on the front foot, and Gardner made 10 metres on the back of it. Aggression being shown from the Wolves now, as you would expect. I'm sure Tony Smith wasn't happy with their first half performance. But once again, it's all about Rovers completing the sets. Keating with the kick, it's bouncing around. That's gone forward from the Wolves. Oh, surely that can't be allowed to go. Robert Hicks needs to have a word with the touch judge here. It looked as though he was offside to me. Oh, this will be an awful decision if it goes against the Robins. No try, correct decision. Couldn't be any other outcome there. Offside against the Wolves, and Rovers get the penalty. In fact, they don't get the penalty, they get the scrum. Doesn't matter, Rovers have got the ball, that will do. So a scare for Rovers in the early exchanges of the second half, but the scoreline remains the same at 6 points all. Ratchford thinking he'd got the first try for the Wolves. Oh, Lovegrove almost lifted then, but sensibly the Warrington players let it go of him. Just has a disagreement there with Trent Waterhouse. Missed out pass was on for Cockayne, but it was closed down by Joel Monaghan. Keating, drop off pass to the big man Michael Wayman, pumps those legs forward. Really does need a big knock from him this evening, and so far he's providing it for the Robins. Burns links up the play to Lovegrove. He's grounded 26 metres out. Oh, that was a poor play of the ball. Rovers weren't at home and the Wolves have got it. You can't afford to be sloppy like that. Rovers could have got a kick in behind the Wolves defence then, had them defending inside their own 20. Instead they're launching the counter. Laithwaite. He's grounded, there's another Rovers player down in back play. It's Graham Horn who's slowly back onto his feet. That's lost by Warrington. That's lost by Warrington. Rovers will get this decision. And if Rovers can get the next score, how much panic will that set into the Warrington Wolves? The water carriers are on, the players just taking in some drinks. 3.5 minutes of the second half have been played. 6 metres inside the Wolves half. Keating feeds the scrum. It's quickly out to Leroy, who almost broke the line. Some shouts from the Rovers fans there for a high shot, but nothing doing as Wayman goes down under a three-man tackle. Gets to his feet and plays it. Short pass to Lovegrove. He bounces off one man. It was Anthony England. England comes back and gets him with the second effort. Josh Hodgson just fancied a scoop then, but then popped it up to Wayman. I'm not sure Michael Wayman was expecting it, but he managed to make a few metres. He's going to have to run his blood to water, is Wayman, you feel. Cockayne takes a bit of a slap across the chops there. Liam Salter's left the field, so that injury he sustained in the first half looks as though it's ended his game. There's a high shot, it's gone loose. Burns has got it, and Burns has gone in. Robert Hicks, what do you say? He says try, he says try, and Rovers lead by 10 points to 0. We've played just 4 minutes of the second half, and the Robins extend the lead. It was the high kick on the last tackle. Rovers competed. They got the element of luck you need in those situations, and the Rovers co-skipper goes in, and Rovers lead by 10 points to 0. In fairness to Rovers, they noticed that the Wolves were slightly short on bodies over on that left edge. Rovers had a few numbers there. I think Graham Horn has slotted into the centre, which will be a surprise really. In fact, Craig Hall's out there now wearing number 19. So Rovers are having to rejig things around. You would have thought that Hall would play centre. As Burns converts, does he? Yes, he does. Hull Kingston Rovers lead the Warrington Wolves by 12 points to 0. So Rovers asking questions of the Warrington Wolves. Once again, James Green asked to drive the ball in from the restart. The Wolves are going to come at us hard now. How much energy have the likes of Wayman, Costigan got, because I think that experience is going to be needed out there for the remainder of this game. If Keating and Burns can keep things tight and keep Rovers moving forward, we're not going to be too far short. That's a good drive there from Graham Horn. He's had an impressive game. Lovegrove goes himself. Ben Cockayne was wanting the short pass to go through the gap, but Lovegrove couldn't provide it. Hodgson pumps it downfield, right-footed, 20 metres out is Rhys Evans. Have Rovers got numbers there? They have. Leroy is there to meet him. Atkins now. So Rovers could have conceded to Stefan Ratchford early in the second half. Instead, they came up the other end and scored. Still plenty of time in this game though. Dwyer links the play, but Rovers just keeping the shape. The scooties by Chris Bridge, flat pass, finds Ben Harrison. Rovers wrap up the ball, 30 metres out from their own line. The kicking behind is covered by Cockayne. He takes it, oh that was a risky one to Ady Gardner, but Gardner took it. And that's great work from Benny Cockayne. Oh, he's made some tremendous ground there in that scoot. Just needs to play the ball and not get involved in any silly stuff. Craig Hall trying to inject himself into the game. Looks as though he's now playing right centre. Graham Horne's playing left second row. Leroy right second row. Lovegrove's playing up the middle. That's a poor pass, but it's taken by Graham Horne. Just takes the tackle 5 metres inside the Wolves' half of the field. Keating will need to be safe with a kick to touch. He measures it, it's a good one. Matty Russell asked the question there by the onrushing chase from Amari Caro, who nailed him. Joel Monaghan tries to use his size to get the Wolves out of the danger zone. He'll play it 12 metres from his own line. One-handed pick-up from Ratchford. It's a good drive from Ratchford. Rovers need to clear the ruck. Short side from Bridge. Keating's there to make a back-to-back tackle, but Rovers are on the back foot as Rhys Evans takes the charge in. Last tackle saves Robert Hicks. Good positioning by Cockayne. He took the kick, and his kick returns have been more than decent this evening. The man who returned from the wilderness of Wakefield to regain his place in this Robins lineup.
Costigan replaces number 10, Michael Wayman.
Costigan's back out there. Wayman takes a deserved breather. I think Craig Sandercock wanted more of a rest into Wayman. We may see him in the final 10 minutes or so. I would have thought. Here is Costigan. Good link up to Keating. Keating tries to go through the tackles but can't do so. Laithwaite was the man who nailed him. Ginger on ginger. Good run from Costigan. He's a strong man, he's Neville Costigan. Rovers are 30 out. Will it be the kick over the top? Will it be the kick to touch? They've gone to the sky. Joel Monaghan's there. Wellham challenges. It's going to bounce for Amari Caro. He tries to fend off Monaghan. He gets the ball to Ben Cockayne, who puts the kick back over the top. That's taken by Ratchford. Cockayne tries to play his teammates onside. Matty Russell received the ball, but Cockayne had done well and got in front of all the chasers. And the Wolves will have to come from deep once again. Offside against the Robins. Travis Burns not happy with that decision, but the Wolves waste no time in gaining a 30-metre kick to touch. And on halfway, they come at the Robins in the shape of Trent Waterhouse. Here's Chris Hill. Oh, he's offloaded. Cockayne with a last-ditch tackle. But once again, Rovers are on the back foot. Long ball finds Ratchford. Missed out pass finds Laithwaite, who's wrapped up by a host of Rovers defenders. That slows down the play of the ball and allows Rovers to get back into shape. Penalty goes against Chris Wellham. Not clearing the tackle quickly enough. It looked as though there was a tangle of bodies initially, but I think Robert Hicks is then saying that Wellham made too much of it. Paul Wood's back out there. Travis Burns calls defenders over to the Rovers' right edge. The Wolves go to the Rovers' left. Amari Caro challenged the ball, and the Wolves made the mistake. And the Rovers players rushed to congratulate the wingman, who cut down the Wolves' options there and forced the error. So Keating has a feed. Rovers need to just complete the set and get the kick away. The Wolves are going to be throwing everything at the ball carrier here. Cockayne goes to Costigan. Was that a high shot on the big Papua New Guinean man? No, says Hicks. So Costigan plays the ball. Here's Leroyer. Oh, that was a great body swerve. It took him away from the first defender. Good contest between Leroyer and Trent Waterhouse. Hodgson tries to run away from Brad Dwyer, can't do so. But Rovers are up towards halfway and surely they'll get the kick away now. Keating does so despite the chase of the Warrington defenders. Russell takes it 15 metres from his own line, tries to burst his way between two defenders, but Rovers have numbers there. And eventually it was Rhys Lovegrove who completed the tackle, and Rhys Lovegrove hunts down Rhys Evans. Ratchford looking to try and inject himself into this game.
Number 14, Michael Monaghan, replaces number 22, Brad Dwyer.
Dwyer has taken the field, left the field rather, and Monaghan's taken his place, and the Wolves have sent the ball out into touch, and Rovers will get head and feed on halfway. And I did say if the Robins could get that second score, panic may set in. And with 25 minutes remaining, it certainly has for the Wolves. Still plenty of time for them to rescue this one. Rovers are going to have to fight to the bitter end, but the Wolves at this moment in time are not throwing too much at them. From the resulting scrum, Welham makes good meters. Hodgson into dummy half. He finds Keating, who finds James Green. The work rate of this kid this evening has been phenomenal. Here's Keating again. That's good to see. Your scrum half directing operations. Costigan wants the quick play of the ball. Here's Burns now. Flat pass. Cries are forward from the Wolves fans, but nothing doing as Rovers get to within 11 metres of that try line. Costigan tries to use his considerable bulk to get nearer to that line. Rovers, though, with only one tackle remaining, they're lining up the 1 pointer here. Charge down, back to 6. Keating, just keep the ball. And Rovers have a clean set. Josh Hodgson, he can't spin over. He'll be told to play it half a metre from the line. Costigan's at dummy half. It finds the ball to Burns. That leggy step of his, but cut down by the defence of Chris Hill. Rovers could really do some damage to the Wolves here if they go over again. Craig Hall tries to swerve between the defenders but can't do so. Travis Burns with a 1 point attempt. Charge down. Let's play on once again. So Rovers have another set of 6 camped inside the Wolves 20. This could be a critical period of the game. Costigan goes himself. 4 Wolves shirts are there to meet him. Just a metre from the line. Virtually on that right upright. Flat pass. Keating's gone in! Keating's gone in! And the Rovers fans go absolutely delirious because their side lead by 16 points to 0 at the home of last season's grand finalists, and it is a deserved scoreline. Just over 22 minutes remaining. Rovers have put some daylight between themselves and the Warrington Wolves. Well, if things had gone to plan, Rovers would have been leading this game 13-0. They had 2 attempts at the drop goal. Wolves managed to get bodies in the way, but the sheer Pressure on the Wolves line resulted in the gap opening up, and Chris Keating, the man from the Canterbury Bulldogs, he took it. Big kick this for Travis Burns. If he gets it, the Wolves will need 4 scores to win the game. Straight between the middle. Hull Kingston Rovers lead by 18 points to 0. We have just under 22 minutes remaining. The restart's a long one. It's pounced by the Robins. It's Costigan, the man this time, has to carry Rovers out the danger zone. I think Ben Westwood has been a huge miss for the Wolves today, but that's no fault of Rovers. You can only play what's put in front of you. I'll say it again, this lad Graham Horn has had a great game this evening. He's worked tirelessly. The switch from Josh Hodgson. Clever play. The Wolves now know that the clock may be against them. Keating with the long pass to Burns. Burns steps, goes himself, wrapped up, can't offload. Oh, he's lost it. It squirms from his grasp. Could see what he was trying to do there, Travis Burns, but it didn't work, and Rovers with some defending to do. The Wolves now know they need an immediate riposte to that Keating try. Ratchford moves it to Myler. It's found Ryan Atkins. He's a big strong lad, but he had to try and cut inside. Quick play the ball. Rovers are on the back foot. There's a gap there. Chris Hill spots it. Keating's calling men over to this side. The Rovers left, but the Michael Monaghan went one way, then eventually switched it. Is offloaded to Ratchford, who goes down a cul-de-sac. Ratchford gets the ball to Bridge. Bridge just drives the ball, it's gone loose. It's picked up by Joe Monaghan, and the Wolves have 1 tackle remaining. Michael Monaghan finds Myler, he's pressured. Cockayne had positioned himself well, and Cockayne has got the football for the Robins.
Coach drivers, that's the away coach drivers, please return to your vehicle immediately. Thank you.
So Rovers now, it's all about set completion. They lead 18-0. They don't have to do anything spectacular. That's great to see. Jason Neverton is back on. Oh, what a break from Josh Hodgson. Big collision, but he'll play it on the last. The ball is kicked downfield, and Matty Russell has to take it 5 metres from his own line. Rovers can't afford to miss. This lad is fended off too. Eventually cut down by the tackle of Craig Hall. Hall could be offside. It's allowed to go on as Ratchford squirms away. Everything the Wolves do now will surely be at pace, because they know they need a score. Chris Hill carries them over halfway.
Sponsored by Gladstone Brooks. Number 13, Simon Griggs, replaced number 16, Paul Wood.
Adi Gardner needs to make that tackle. He's missed Atkins. Cockayne's there, but they can't prevent the try to Richie Myler. Rovers' resistance is broken. In the 62nd minute, the Warrington Wolves have their first points. It was the break down the left-hand touchline by Ryan Atkins. They got on the outside of Adi Gardner, put it back inside to Myler to score, and Rovers' lead is cut to 18 points to 4.
107.2 Wire FM.
Warrington Wolves try sponsored by Riders Hyundai, the scorer, number 7, Richie Myler.
Chris Bridge with the conversion. The Wolves narrow the gap, but still Rovers have a 2-score advantage. 18-6 the scoreline.
Warrington Wolves conversion sponsored by Paul Island Solicitors. The scorer number 3, Chris Bridge, takes the first utility Super League score now to Warrington Wolves 6, Hull KR 18.
I'm just wondering if Rovers will go for the 1-pointer the next time they get down the end of the field. One thing is for sure, they can't afford to concede back-to-back tries, because Warrington will really throw the kitchen sink at them then.
A few minutes ago we had a Hull KR interchange with Gladstone Brooks. Number 16 Jason Netherton replaced number 7 Chris Keating.
How much energy have these two sides got? Craig Hall needs to clear that ruck, he could have been penalised. Michael Monaghan, cries of offside from the Warrington fans, as you would expect. Half a gap there for Chris Bridge. He's looking to offload. Rovers have got it. Rovers have got it. It's Jason Netherton, Mr. Reliable. Wellham crosses halfway, the right side of halfway as far as Rovers are concerned. And Mari Caro, not seen too much of him as an attacking threat, but still he's had a steady game this evening. Made some good decisions in defence. Burns, that's what Rovers need to do, just steady the ship. Get in position for the 1-pointer is my advice now. Good ball, Hull feeds Lovegrove. Lovegrove takes the tackle, it's on the last. Travis Burns wants this. Is he too far out? The answer is no. 1 point from Travis Burns. 15.5 minutes to go, and Rovers have extended the lead to 19 points to 6, and that could be a crucial 1-pointer from Burns. He was around 30 metres out. I wasn't sure because he's not renowned for his drop goals, isn't Travis, but that was sweet as a nut. Short restart, the Wolves will get that. They've palmed it back and Rovers needs to get the shape back. Russell's cut down 29 metres out from the Robins line. Ratchford picks up, he wants support. Wellham needs to make that tackle. The Wolves now, oh, Rovers are shy on numbers on that side. Surely that went forward, did it? No, play on. Atkins with a oh, what a ball! That's gone forward. That's gone forward. That's gone forward. The touch judge isn't going to award this. It went forward unless it bounced off a Rovers hand. That can be the only way this is awarded. Yeah. They had numbers stacked up, the Wolves, but the final pass was forward, and on the say-so of the touch judge, it's chalked off. So 19 points to 6 is still the scoreline. Just under 14 minutes remaining. Is the clock going to be Rovers' friend here? One thing they have got to do is they've got to complete the sets, and they've got to get the deep kick away and hunt as a unit. Wayman's back on. I felt he would make a reappearance at some stage. Oh, that's a great penalty. Ball steal. I think it's Michael Monaghan. That levels up the one he stole from Rovers in the first half. Robert Hicks has stopped the timekeeper. 13 minutes, 18 seconds remaining of this game. So Simon Grix is just receiving some treatment to an elbow injury. Looks as though that's his evening over.
Number 10, Michael Wayman, replacing number 23, James Green. Warrington Wolves interchange in association with Gladstone Brooks. Number 15, Ben Harrison, replaced number 13, Simon Griggs.
So Rovers restart as Laroya takes drive in number 1. A try for Rovers would surely kill this game off. Costigan did well to take that. Oh, it's hat to head. Travis Burns has got to dive on that and does so. Not the best piece of play, but the tackle count will be back to 0 because Warrington were the team that kicked ahead. And I'm sure some of the older heads weren't happy with that passage of play. It will keep it simple, but don't make silly errors, and that's what Rovers did. It could have cost them, but they managed to get the ball back. Jason Neverton, 6 metres inside the Wolves' half of the field. The switch from Josh Hodgson. Good swerve from Craig Hall. Good offload from Hall. Josh Hodgson has lost it. Back to 6. One-on-one steal by Stefan Ratchford and regained by Josh Hodgson. Wellham pops it short to Wayman. Big shot goes in on Wayman, but he spins away from the tackle of Ben Curry. Fancied making a name for himself then, the youngster. Good play by Wellham. Just keep it simple, keep it direct, and keep moving forward. Craig Hall links with Costigan. He drops his shoulder. Oh, had he gone through then, he would have ran over the top of Matty Russell, surely. Burns goes himself. Oh, half a metre short. Rovers hunting the score. That will kill the Warrington Wolves off. Wayman looking to get his second of the game. Oh, he's got it! Go on! Yes! Michael Wayman, 2-try hero for the Robins, who lead this game by 23 points to 6. It took some scoring, but Michael Wayman, he wasn't to be stopped, and he has surely put Robins on the trail to victory with just under 11 minutes to play. Rovers have done a fantastic job here this evening. It looks as though they've avenged that cup defeat. The Warrington Wolves fans are pouring out the stadium because the Robins have taken the spoils surely. Two-try hero Michael Wayman as Burns lines up another conversion. 25 points to 6. Surely even the side with the quality of Warrington cannot come back from this. Travis Burns 4 from 4 with the boot. 1 drop goal, 1 try. He'll be a contender for man of the match, as Laroya just has to be careful with that restart. Sensibly comes away from the touchline. The Wolves can have no complaints about this. As soon as Rovers took the lead on 35 minutes, they have been the better side. Gardner. Plays it around 15 from halfway. Josh Hodgson, that could have been forward, but I think Rovers get the rub of the green on that one. Josh Hodgson finds Costigan, another flat pass. I think Hicks was unsure about the first one, so he gave the second one, and for me the second one wasn't forward, so I think he just levelled up things there. This will only be Rovers' second win at the Halliwell Jones in the Super League era. The first one was dramatic. They scored 2 tries in the last 3 minutes to steal it. This one has been comprehensive. Was that a knock-on? Play on, says Hicks. Good defence from Rowe, but great pick-up from Ratchford. He swerves back into trouble though. Let's not forget that for a large majority of this game, Rovers were down in interchanges. Oh, great break from Monaghan. This will be try number 2 to Richie Myler. Underneath the post, the Warrington Wolves closed the gap. 8.5 minutes remaining. It's the Warrington Wolves 10, Hulkingston Rovers 25. Well-crafted try, great finish. And Warrington have not given up the ghost yet.
The try scorer for Warrington Wolves, sponsored by Riders Highland Diamonds, number 7, Richie Myler. Conversion scorer for Warrington Wolves, sponsored by Port Island Solicitors, number 3, Chris Bridge.
Chris Bridge wasted no time with the restart, with the conversion rather.
Super League score now to Warrington Wolves 12, Hull KR 25.
Rovers were in no hurry to get to halfway, so Robert Hicks stopped the timekeeper. Warrington need 3 tries in the final 7.5 minutes. Was that a knock-on? The answer is yes. And Rovers will have a chance to hit back to the second Richie Myler try.
Interchange with Brooks, number 23, James Green, replaced number 16, Jason Neverton.
Chase Neverton's gone back off, so short minutes from Jason, who perhaps isn't feeling too well. Michael Wayman's gone down with cramp, no surprise that. Hopefully it is just cramp. We can't afford to lose another prop. Justin Poore will be back for the Derby game on Thursday, but thumbs up from the physio, that's great. Michael Wayman has been outstanding this evening. There's been some real stars for Rovers. Burns, Wayman, Josh Hodgson's been another. Rovers short side, trying to swerve the way through defenders. In no hurry to play this. Is that Costigan going for one? He's trying to pinch it. Be fitting if Rovers could have the final say in this game. Costigan. Oh, Craig Hall should have promoted that. There was a 3-man overlap. Josh Hodgson, will it be the flat pass? Will it be the charge in? It's the latter. Can he get the ball out? He has. Costigan finds Burns. Burns swerves back to the cul-de-sac of Warrington defenders, but still Rovers have a couple of tackles remaining. James Green, he's been another one. How could I have missed his name out when I was naming all the heroes in red and white this evening? There's the kick in behind. That will do. Warrington will have to set up on the 20. And there's only 6 minutes of the game remaining. It's going to be a late finish for the Rovers fans, but they won't be bothered because there's another Warrington mistake. Michael Monaghan with the error, which will give Rovers possession 12 metres inside the Wolves' half of the field. You could say that's unforced errors, but for me, the fact that Rovers stole that march on them, that's what set the panic in. These sides, if they don't get it their own way, they start to panic, and that has been the edict of the Warrington Wolves display this evening.
This evening's man of the match has been selected by CTD and is Warrington number 1, Matthew Russell.
The ball goes out the back, but Robert Hicks not happy.
8,778. Thank you for your support. And the next home game is against Widnes Vikings next Friday, Good Friday. Kick-off is 2:45. Tickets available from Wolfler or online at Warrington Wolves.
So Rovers now, have they got another try left in them? Aidy Gardner gets inside the Wolves 20. This is where Burns and Keating can link up without any real pressure because the game's won. Craig Hawley's another pivot. Cockayne feeds Cairo. Cairo sensibly comes in field. His experience and confidence is growing with every game now. Amari Cairo. Wellham feeds it inside to Hall. The drop-off pass finds Rhys Lovegrove. Is met by the tackle of former Robins loanee James Laithwaite. Rovers, though, are going to ask some more questions of this Wolves defensive line. Oh, that was a good ball and all tackle there. Eventually closed down, and Rovers have just one more tackle remaining. Some aggression being shown, which Ben Cockayne didn't like. There's the kick. Wellham and Cairo are there. It's gone backwards. What's the decision of Robert Hicks? I think the Wolves are going to get this decision. They'll play it 10 metres from their own line. Great long ball from Monaghan, kicking behind. Rhys Evans is there. Didn't get the chance to show his pace though because Gardner collared him. Not sure that was a correct play of the ball, but Robert Hicks just perhaps allowing the game to flow in these final 3.5 minutes. Richie Myler's on a hat-trick for the Wolves. The chip in behind again. Cairo takes it. Oh, there's a chance for the Hammersmith Express. Just go, Larry, just go, just go. He should have pinned his ears back then, Amari, but perhaps sensibly thinking, I'll just keep possession. Wellham takes the tackle, 32 metres out. Come on, Rovers, finish them off. Let's have another score. That's a loose one. Oh, what a pickup from Burns. It's fed Graham Horne, and Aidy Gardner's charging down the line. He's lost it though. In fairness, it was a good last-ditch tackle by the Wolves defenders. It's a real shame because that would have really put the icing on the cake for Rovers. But the fact that Rovers are still looking to score tries will put them in good stead for a fierce Derby Day clash next Thursday evening with the old rivals Hull FC. Into the final 2 minutes. Rovers, they'll enjoy this victory, but it will be back to work immediately, I feel. Bridges collared 10 from his own line. Ratchford feeds it inside to Ben Harrison. I think Ben Harrison must just be finding his way back from injury because he hasn't made that much of an impression this evening, and he is a good player. Oh, there's a gap there for Waterhouse, and Rovers have got some work to do here. Myler was pulled back. Ryan Atkins is going to try and go himself. The Warrington Wolves looking to have the final say. Monaghan switches the play, does he know? He offloads out the back to Myler, who's collared by a, could have been a high shot, but play continues. Myler was pulled back then as Atkins made that break. I think the Rovers players lucky not to be in the bin. They have one more tackle to defend in this set. That's not a great pass, but it's found Myler. Oh, Aidy Gardner's taken them all his career, and he's taken another one. We're into the final 45 seconds of what is a famous Hull Kingston Rovers victory. Rhys Lovegrove can't get the ball away. Doesn't matter, just complete this set and take the acclaim of the Rovers faithful. Wayman, outstanding, 2 tries. lots of minutes. Absolute workhorse this evening, he looks shattered. The countdown begins. It's the Rovers fans that are chanting from 10 down. And Hull Kingston Rovers have secured not only a famous victory, it's a comprehensive victory, and it's a huge 2 points in the Super League campaign. They have come to one of the fancied sides, and they have put in a performance which was richly deserving of the victory. Just 6-0 at half-time to the Robins. Travis Burns sending Michael Wayman in under the post and converting the try. They had a scare in the opening minutes of the second half when Ratchford had one chalked off for offside, but 3 minutes later Rovers got their second try, and it was an important one. A high kick on the last eventually found the hands of Travis Burns. Burns went in, converted his own try, and it was 12-0 to the Robins. They withstood some Warrington pressure. The Rovers got down to the right end of the field. 2 blocked drop goals ensured that they got repeat sets, and on the third one Chris Keating picked a gap and went in. With the Burns conversion, it was 18-0 to the Robins. 4 minutes later the Wolves responded. A break from Atkins down the left channel, the ball inside for Richie Myler. With the Bridge conversion, it was 18-6, but 3 minutes later, this time Rovers did get the 1 pointer they so badly craved. It was from 30 metres, it was from the right boot of Travis Burns, which made it 19-6, and then they sealed the victory on 70 minutes when on the 5th tackle the crash ball found Michael Wayman, who had the power to go over for his second of the evening. Burns converted and it was 25-6. 8 minutes from time, the Wolves got a consolation when Michael Monaghan created a gap for Richie Myler to dive in under the post for his second, converted by Bridge. But let's take nothing away from Craig Sandercock's men, who have been absolutely outstanding. They lost Adam Walker, they lost Jason Neverton, they dug in deep, they rode their luck at times, and they produced some quality, and they have taken this game at the home of the Warrington Wolves. It's finished up the Warrington Wolves 12, Hull Kingston Rovers 25.